Okay, so problem number 33, it says in exercises 33 through 36, use the given data sets in Appendix B, use the box plots to compare the two sets of data. So basically, we are going to want to have the same scale. So it says in 33, use the same scale to construct box plots for the pulse rates of males and females from data set 1, body data in Appendix B. So now we're going to go to statdisk. I go on to data sets, elementary statistics 13th edition, and body data. Hopefully y'all know how to do that by now. Okay, so as has happened before, when we go in to make our statdisk analysis, we find that there's so much data there. But the problem is the data is not sorted. But we do have this column over here. We have zeros and ones, so we can sort that data. So what I did was I went up here to, underneath the data is a sort data button. So go up to your data and sort data. Okay, so then come over here to highlight the column that you want to sort the data on. Okay. So we're going to highlight gender because we want to separate the guys and gals out so we can do this analysis on the pulse. Okay, so I went up here to sort data, and I want to sort data using gender from A to Z and sort. So then I have all of my data, all my zeros, and all of my ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these two. I'm going to copy the columns that I want. I'm going to clear everything. Yes, I want to clear it. And then I'm going to paste it. Okay, so then I have all my zeros, and then below it all my ones, but I really want them in two separate columns. So I'm going to come here and do the same thing again. I'm going to copy all the one data all the way down. A lot of data. I'm going to copy, select it. I'm going to come over here to column 3 and 4, go up to the top, and I'm going to paste. It's just a simple copy paste. So now I've got to come down to the bottom of this one, and I've got to get rid of all the one data here. So I'm going to scroll all the way down. Then I'm going to cut, go up here to edit and cut. And look what you've been able to do. You've been able to sort your data into guys and gals, zeros and ones, and we still have our 147 plus 153. We've got our 300 original pieces of data. So now I'm going to come up here to data. I'm going to do an explore data, and I'm going to do it on column 2. And I'm going to evaluate, and here is my screen for column 2, and over here on the left of the screen it has all of my 5 item summary there, my 5 data piece summary. So I just took a picture of the summary for all of the zeros. And now I'm going to go back up and I'm going to do an explore data, and I'm going to go over here to column 4, which should be the pulses for all the ones. And notice that I get different numbers here. There's my 5 number summary. So now all I have to do is put those 5 number summaries on the same scale so that I can compare the 2 box plots. Each one individually gave me a box plot, but I need to compare the 2 pieces of data using the same scale. Okay, and there you have it, the answer that does correspond to the numbers that we just got. And the column 2 answers here correspond to the one down here on the bottom. 36, 64, 74, 82, 104.
And I learned something new because I didn't know how to do that before tonight.
Okay, the last problem is number 37, and we are supposed to take this same set of data, and I've written the 2 5-number summaries for each one, okay? And we're supposed to identify any outliers. Since this is such a large group of data, what we're going to do is identify the range of the outliers. So remember that the outliers will be above quartile 3 and below quartile 1, 1.5 times the interquartile range. The first set of data here, we have 82 minus 64 is my interquartile range, and 1.5 times that. I'm doing the same thing over here. So I have 76 minus 62 is my interquartile range times 1.5. So let's get those numbers. So on the left, I ended up with 27. So now what I have to do is take the 27 and subtract it from the 64 to find my lowest value that would be considered normal. Everything below that would be an outlier. And then I take my 82, which is my quartile 3, and I add the 27 to it. And my outliers, here's my calculations over here. My outliers will be below 37 and above 109. Then I have to do the same thing with the other set there. So I'm going to take the 21, which was the result, and I'm going to take the 62 minus the 21 and the 76 plus the 21 to find the outliers will lie on the other side of that. And I'm about to show you the answer key. Okay, so I looked at the answers and it was consistent with this. For the females, the outliers would be below 37 and above 109. And for the males, any outliers would be below 41 and above 97. And they gave you specific values. In other words, they looked at all the data sets that were in that range, but they only came out with 3 outliers altogether. So that was a range of outliers. If it was female, if the females would be below 37 or above 109 would be outliers, and the males would be below 41 and above 97. And there you have it. And right there is the answer key for number 37. And you can see how they put the little dots on the modified box plot. And that is it. That is lesson 3.3.
And I am calling it a night and going to go enjoy my parents. Good night.